Joining us now is Congressman Sean Duffy, a member of the Freedom Caucus. Do you agree with the president on this one?
Hey, Senator, he's absolutely right. So we believe in enforcing our laws in the Republican Party. We believe that we believe in immigration, but legal immigration, not illegal immigration. And so for the president to call Border Patrol agents in who have been maligned and demonized by the Democrat Party, to bring them to the White House and say, listen, we support what you do. Thank you for enforcing our laws. Thank you for risking your lives to secure our border. I thought it was fantastic. We have Democrats who really the cover was pulled away with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the woman who beat Joe Crowley in this primary in New York. She's a socialist. She's the one who said, listen, we want to abolish ICE. Some New York Congress folks have called ICE, they've called them Nazis, but this morning ICE is arresting Nazis and sending them back to Germany. How rich is that, Sandra? President is spot on.
Interesting. We had the former director of ICE, now a Fox News contributor, Thomas Homan, on a short time ago, Congressman, and he had this to say, and we'll get your response.
We've asked Congress for a year and a half to fix that loophole, the Florida settlement agreement. If families want to come to this country illegally and claim asylum and want to see a judge, we're all for it, see a judge. But what we don't want is them to be released from our facilities, never to show up in court, or even if they show up in court, not be removed because they'll ignore the judge's order and get into society and disappear. We got to enforce the laws.
We've got to enforce the laws, but his first statement in Congress is we've been calling on Congress to fix this loophole for a year and a half.
No, and he's spot on. So this catch and release process, where if you catch someone who's unlawful and they don't get a hearing for 2 to 3 years, oftentimes they don't show up. They just evaporate into the fabric of America. And so we do have to close that loophole. You know this, Sandra, but we have attempted to pass a number of different bills in the Congress, especially on the House side. And Democrats have been in opposition to all of those bills. And these are ideas that most Democrats agreed with. Border security, dealing with the DACA kids, dealing with folks who have come here no fault of their own by their parents, and expanding our work visa system. We agreed with all of this and closing this loophole that you referenced. Democrats have been in opposition to all of our efforts because they believe in open borders. And you know, how do you argue with people who don't want to have borders when we say no, we want to enforce our laws, secure our borders, and make sure people come in lawfully? And by the way, Sandra, wouldn't it be great if we were able to have immigration reform and people would stop coming across the desert and losing their lives, risking their families? Instead, they could get on planes and they could fly here.
Congressman. It's quite a debate.
And come in lawfully. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
And it continues.
Democrats won't join us in that effort.
All right. Good to see you. We've got breaking news.